On today's show, a look at how Fulton is welcoming a major event all centered around the game of basketball. We'll meet Mr. Finney and find out what the basketball tournament is all about. I'm Commissioner Natalie Hall, and the district is next. Welcome to the district. I'm Fulton County Commissioner Natalie Hall. As you may know, Atlanta, Fulton County is home to some major sports teams. From the Falcons, the Atlanta United, and the Hawks, these teams have created an amazing fan base which has helped generate economic opportunities for our region. Well, another sports event is calling Atlanta home. And no, it's not just the Super Bowl. LaRon Finney is with the Finn Group LLC and is here to tell us about the event called the Basketball Tournament. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us about the basketball tournament and how Atlanta came to be the host city.
Well, I appreciate that. Back in 2014, John Mugo out of Boston created this concept really to welcome and highlight underserved basketball players throughout the country. And then as we begin to look at regions where we could not only showcase this talent with our partnership with ESPN, we wanted to look at regions that will welcome not only the basketball tournament, but was forward thinking on how we could really integrate into the community. We looked at Chicago, we looked at Columbus, Ohio, and landed on Atlanta because not only am I new to Atlanta as a resident, I travel here often, and we feel that it's really a integration of sports and community activation, and Atlanta is now home to the Super 16 for the basketball tournament.
That's wonderful. When are the games being held and how can residents attend the TBT?
We'll be at Georgia State University July 26th through the 29th, and they can always get information on the tournament at www.thetournament.com.
Well, TBT is not just about basketball, so tell us about the Day of Giving scheduled for this month.
All of the activities in the cities that we participate in, we feel that we just can't come and do basketball. We want to be good corporate citizens, and more importantly, one of the missions of my company and also of TBT is how can we go and engage communities that are typically overlooked and bring resources and opportunities to those residents and specifically to the young folks. So there it lies where we came up with the concept of Day of Giving. And when we looked at our partnership with the City of Atlanta and Fulton County, Anderson Park was the perfect opportunity to go into a community that had been typically overlooked and do a complete renovation of the rec center and i.e. Begin to put programs with the new computer lab, new baskets, new courts, new lighting. And then with the basketball component, we always are advocates of healthy living and the total human being. And that's how the Day of Giving will take place on July 25th at Anderson Park.
Well, how do you think the community will respond when they see former NBA players, current and future NBA players, when they come together for such a cause?
Well, we hope, one, the young folks will know that they are not forgotten and that the folks who are in charge and have responsibility for the kids know that they have partners who are really about public-private partnerships. So we want to do our bit that we can in the county of Fulton County and with the kids at Anderson Park. But more importantly, we're going to come back every quarter for a Day of Giving activity back in the fall, I should say. We're going to donate 14 desktop computers to Anderson Park and completely redo their computer lab. So this is just not a one-off for TBT and a Day of Giving. We're going to come back and be committed to not only Anderson Park, but to the city every quarter.
Well, tell me a story of the success of a participant.
Well, I can tell you quite a few stories. The Day of Giving really started last year in Baltimore, and we're very intentional because all the national headlines were showcasing Baltimore and the Freddie Gray incident. So we were intentional going into neighborhoods that were covered, but in a very negative aspect. So where the riots or uprising took place, we went and did 10 community outreach efforts. Where the uprising started at Mondawmin Mall, that's where we did our Healthy City event, and we were able to serve over 600 Baltimore residents. And to this day, as we track those residents, after a year later, 35 have gone through drug treatment, are now in housing programs, and now are fully employed. So our Dare Giving is just not a one-off, or as some folks would say, a kumbaya moment. We are really committed to affecting this communities that have disparities that are typically overlooked by either leadership, corporations, and so forth.
That is wonderful. What can families expect to experience during that weekend of games?
Well, one, they can experience an awesome display of basketball talent because the 4 teams that leave Atlanta will go on to Baltimore for the championship. But just as important, we've allocated 1,000 tickets to young folks here in Atlanta and Fulton County areas that we want to participate in seeing basketball at a high level, but also see young folks who are participating, working the games, doing television for the games, interviewing the players, doing game operations. So we just want to project positive images for the young folks to see, so families can come out, enjoy basketball. They can join you and your team on July 25th for the Dare Giving because all people are healthy.
Yes.
We want to make sure we really elevate and amplify that message. So it's really about families. It's not just basketball, but that will be a component that they can participate in.
Yes, and I do want to just touch on what you just said about me being the executive sponsor of Fulton County's strategic priority that all people are healthy. And I'm looking forward to having our resources out there, from our Board of Health to our Fulton Cooperative Extension, Fulton Fresh Mobile Unit. So please tell us what kind of teenager should or person should participate in this event.
Anyone and everyone. This event is open to all of Atlanta, all of Fulton County. Again, it's 4 days of games from July 26th to the 29th, so we want them to participate there. Again, we have 1,000 tickets that we want to really showcase our youth. And then at the Healthy City, All People Are Healthy initiative, come and really participate and take advantage of the opportunities that you and your team are putting together on July 25th. All of the resources are complimentary, so when we provide opportunities, it's incumbent upon the community and those community leaders to make sure that residents know and come out and take advantage of that. So we're just going to amplify that message and make sure folks know on July 25th, you and your team and the health agencies will be there in full effect, and we need to take advantage of it.
Well, please remind people how to get information or participate in the event.
Real simple. They can go to the website www.thetournament.com to get information about the games at Georgia State, and of course go through your team for the All Peoples Are Healthy initiative. And we're very honored, one, that you and your team have been part of our advisory committee and that you stepped up to be part of the Dare Giving. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting us to be part of it. It's an honor to participate in such an event that's going to actually help a community that's in need. And do you have any final thoughts for us that you'd like to add?
Well, one, we're just very proud. Anderson Park is going to be our pet project. We've partnered with Kent Bazemore and the Arms Foundation, so we will take that current situation at Anderson Park, redo the courts, a full computer lab, a full paint job. Our kids need to know when they walk through the door that expectations are high, that we expect more from them, but that we will give them that opportunity, runway to be successful. And that's what TBT and the Dare Giving is all about. And again, we want to thank you and your team.
Well, thank you for being on the show today. And when we come back, a look at some of what's been happening in District 4. Stay with us. Welcome back. In early June, our office was pleased to announce news that will save Fulton County residents money on their prescription drug purchases. Take a look at the press conference where the Coast to Coast RX initiative was announced. As the executive sponsor of All People Are Healthy, I am excited to launch this program because drug prices are very expensive, and this card represents a potential huge benefit to many people in our community struggling with the high cost of medications that they need to stay healthy and even save their lives. This card gives up to 80% discounts on brand names and generic drugs. It doesn't expire. You can use it as often as you want, and it's free. There's no cost for the card, and it covers your entire family and even your pets. You can pick this up at most major chain pharmacies, and there are no health restrictions, age, or income restrictions. Everyone qualifies.
Using this card is like using a coupon. It's basically very, very easy. You can print it off the internet. You can get the card at most of the major pharmacies will have them at the pharmacy. If they don't have it, you can get it. You can also print it at www.COAST2COAST.com and just look at the participating list of counties, and you'll be able to see that Fulton County is listed. Just print that out and bring it in with you. And once you have it registered at the pharmacy that you go to, it can be used as often as needed. And by the way, we don't get any information, the county doesn't get any information of your use of the prescription card. So everything is private and you don't have to worry about it. You won't be remarketed by any entity. It is simply a replacement if you don't have health insurance. If you do have health insurance, by the way, oftentimes the discount card will actually have a lower price, so it pays to be a wise consumer and check your insurance prices and also against our card. Besides prescriptions, this card is almost like a discount medical program. You save up to 60% on dental. So if you don't have a dental insurance, or even if you do and you use up your annual allocation on your dental, you can go ahead and use this. It's up to 60% off on dental. You have up to 50% off on other things such as vision. So any of your glasses or requirements for optical, you can certainly go. It even covers LASIK. You can also save on veterinarian services. It's 25% of veterinarian services. So again, any of you with dogs, cats, and other pets can save, and even if you don't need the prescription card part of it, you can save on the veterinarian. Also, you get discounts on hearing, lab and imaging, and diabetes supplies and equipment. So it is a very useful card over and above the discount prescription card.
Because this is such a wonderful opportunity for our citizens of Fulton County. Having access to pharmaceuticals is one of the biggest challenges everywhere in the United States. And being able to provide this service is a tremendous opportunity for the people that we serve. And I just want to say that this card will be available in all of our 8 clinics that serve the residents of Fulton County and our clients. And also I will ask the vital records to have also place it there, because people come in who may be underinsured, uninsured, and can have access to it as well. So thank you so much.
Here in Fulton County, we have over 140,000 older adults, and the number one reason for non-compliance with doctor's instructions is the lack of the ability to access their medications because of cost. So this is a tremendous opportunity for Fulton County residents to remain healthy, to comply with those doctor's orders, and to have access to this discount card. So through the senior network, we will provide this discount card at our 4 multi-purpose facilities. We also have over 15 neighborhood senior centers. We will provide the card there as well. We will also be adding a question on our intake and referral line, the STAR line, to ask if you are having challenges with your prescription drug access cost. And if you do, we will point those consumers to the prescription drug card. So thank you again, Commissioner Hall, and to the Fulton County Board of Commissioners.
Here are the details on how you can get more information on the Coast to Coast RX program. Again, we are happy to be a part of this cost savings initiative. We'll be right back. That's our show for today. And I want to give a special thanks to Mr. LaRon Finney for joining us, and a special thank you to you for joining us. Today we discussed the basketball tournament and the Day of Giving, scheduled for July 25th at the Anderson Park Recreation Center. You can get more information at thetournament.com. And also, we want to make sure you take advantage of our great partnership with the Coast to Coast RX drug program. Visit the county's website to get more information. Feel free to contact my District 4 office anytime by calling or emailing, and be sure to contact us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Until we meet again, I'm your District 4 Commissioner, Natalie Hall, and thanks for watching the District.